My boy! My boy! My boy just got beat to death with a damn dial phone. What the? My boy just got beat to death with a damn dial phone. Like, this ain't your average phone. Like, this isn't like a phone you get nowadays, like, you know, just a regular cell phone or something. Not even a flip phone. It's not like that. No, this man, my boy Fongo, got beat to death with a freaking dial phone. And then to make it even more savage, this man gets hit on the head with a freaking beer bottle. And then the broken beer bottle gets shoved into his throat. Like, my boy Fongo just got wrecked. Holy crap. Oh my god. I just finished this episode and just like, I'm just so shocked right now. I'm just so freaking shocked. I thought the entirety of the episode was leading up to the death of Corteo, and I thought he was gonna die. But no! Nope! That did not happen. Nope, it did not happen like that. Completely unpredictable. Like, I gotta give points to 91 Days after this episode, because I'm just gonna be real. I want to be just straight up and honest. I thought Corteo was gonna die. I did. I just the way the episode was structured, the way I was told that this was a savage episode by a couple of Chibits on Twitter, and also how, you know, just the way the episode was themed around him, how it was focused, and he was a traitor, and all this, you just see how he was shaking in fear, and then Fongo was walking to about to kill him. I thought he was gonna die. I really did. I thought he was gonna get shot and probably die. Maybe, you know, something could happen to him or whatever. I just thought he was gonna die in some way. But no, that did not happen. No, I mean, there's still a possibility he could die next week, but with this episode, no, that did not happen. So, Corteo, he straight up killed Fongo. Like, he killed fucking Fongo. Like, this man went to the breaking point and lashed out against Fongo. Broke a freaking beer bottle on his head, shoved him in, like the beer bottle in his throat, and he's like, I can't see anything, I can't see you, and he's just backing up, and all of a sudden, Corteo grabs the dial phone, it's like, wham, wham, yeah. Oh my god! And to make the scene even more savage, you hear that record player skipping and going back and forth, replaying that little part, and you just see no other sound. Like, you hear no other sound going on. You don't even hear the bashing anymore while he's hitting his head. You just see the shadow of Corteo beating Fongo's body, and then you hear the song, the record player skipping, and I'm like, yo, they just pulled a ReZero on our ass. That's exactly what they did. I'm not even joking. Like, I wanted to bet you, since last week we had some form of, you know, issue, like there was like a recap episode, and I've heard a little bit of things about recap episodes. Usually it means like there's something going on with the production of the said anime series. Maybe something happened, maybe they fell behind in production. But how much you want to bet if they did fall behind and they had to like get the final episodes out and then like publish them and show a case to the entire world? What if, okay, they took inspiration from the recent stuff of ReZero and probably made it in this latest episode because they wanted to, like, you know, just do something similar or whatever. But whatever the case may be, though, oh my god, that episode, by far the best episode yet of this series. I'm so glad I continued watching this. I'm so glad 91 Days continues to be a very good series. Obviously, it has problems with animation and shit, but I mean, besides that, it's a fantastic series. It's a fantastic series. It's like what I said about Berserk. I mean, look, I can deal with the CGI. I could, even though the CGI of Berserk's pretty damn shit. I could deal with it if the story was adapted properly, but it wasn't. So, that's kind of why I'm upset with the Berserk anime. I'm fine with bad animation as long as I get a really good damn plot. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting something really good right now. I'm getting something so good. And the maturity of this episode is like encompasses so many things that I love about anime. Because look, it has the mafia theme to it. It has the dark, you know, vibe, the theme throughout the entire episode. It has this awesome characterization and development going on, and these underlying themes for the characters that really just make you think. And then on top of that, you have these complex, like, character interactions going on, and then also you have it to where the character's at his breaking point. He literally snaps and gets pushed over the edge and does something he normally would not do as a human being. And this is exactly what I've been talking about in Mob Psycho. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I mean, if you watch Mob Psycho, I'm not going to spoil much. I'm just going to be FYI here. I'm not going to spoil much. I'm just going to talk about a certain theme. And that certain theme would be, like, you know, the, like, depth of, you know, certain people, of how they, you know, they reach that certain point, and when they break, they snap. That's how all humans are. I mean, eventually, all humans, they have to relieve some form of stress. That's how we work. That's how we are as a species. Sometimes you have to relieve your stress in different ways, and people handle it in different ways. Some people play games, some people go jogging, some people, you know, probably do exercising. It's just different ways to handle stress. And Corteo, throughout this entire episode, you see how this man, he's just been built up the stress. Like, the stress is constantly building up inside of him, and he's literally pushed over the edge when he sees how his brother, like his stepbrother, Angelo, is about to kill a family. He's like, this is exactly why you're wanting revenge, because your family was killed by the mafia, but you're doing the exact same thing. I mean, these words weren't stated to Angelo. Corteo didn't state that, but it was enough to know that if you've been paying attention, the way Corteo was thinking, it makes it very obvious that he was like, what you're about to do is pretty much what you're trying to get revenge for. It's just a full fucking circle. You're repeating a cycle of vengeance. For instance, you're going to kill a family, you're going to kill these women and children, probably leave the father alive, and then you're going to start up maybe some form of revenge where he wants to do exactly what you're doing. And so it's like, you're doing what happened to you, and how does that make you in the right at all? And this goes back to the theme I said last week. I mean, who is really the villain here? I mean, is it the mafia, or is it Angela? Because, I mean, there's very evil things on both sides here, but just seeing the way this episode is displayed, it was like Corteo was letting us see, like, if you're going to go through with this and do what you're about to do, you might as well say, like, you shouldn't do your revenge, because you're very hypocritical if you go that far. So, yes, I love the themes in this episode, the way that pushed him over the edge, and the only way he could really relieve his stress is by talking to someone about it. For instance, Fongo. He told Fongo about different things, how he was helping him out being a traitor, and he literally just tried to be a traitor just to relieve stress. And once that was all done and the stress continued to pile on, he got to the point to where he thought he was about to get killed. He's like, I'm literally about to get killed by Fongo. But then Fongo's like, you know what? I'm not gonna kill you. You can get out of here. But I want to go tell the, the mafia, the Vonate family that, you're the traitor. He's getting on the phone about to call, and literally at this point, Corteo, he knows he's fucked. He knows he is absolutely fucked. This man knows that soon as the family finds out about what he did, he's dead. He is insta-dead. And that is bad news. That's very, very bad news. And then on top of that, he knows that if he was to just leave, he would have no home anymore. I mean, he would have to go on the run and eventually might be hunted down by some form of assassin. So it's just all around bad. So he lashed out in a way that he could protect himself. His survival instincts kicked in, and he tried to save his ass before he got killed, which that meant he attacked Fongo and killed him before he finished that phone call. So I love how realistic this episode was. I mean, in different ways, certain situations might not have happened, but the way it was displayed was realistic enough to get the point. I mean, if you were in this position where you had to see your friend or your, brother you grew up with going down this path of and doing something he was about to do, and then you're put in this situation where you don't want to be a part of the mafia, you hate the mafia, but you're having to be a part of it because you want to protect someone you're close to, it's a very sad situation. That stress is going to build up and then break you, and just to see how he attacked Fongo just shows you how broken he is, how much stress really compiled on top of his shoulders, and he doesn't know how to relieve it. And his anger, his rage, he lashed out at Fongo with survival instincts and all his stress all in one go. So very, 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 very good episode of 91 Days. Best episode yet. And I'm inclined to say, look, okay, I love JoJo. I absolutely love JoJo. I love the Kira stuff going on right now. But I gotta admit, when it comes to the episodes today, like the JoJo episode and the 91 Days episode, hear me out, okay? I'm not saying JoJo is bad this week. I'm just saying, personally, I enjoy 91 Days more than JoJo today. I'm not saying all around I enjoyed 91 Days over JoJo. I'm just saying, in terms of the episodes that came out today, I enjoyed 91 Days way more. But just because of the themes, to what it presented, and how I can think about this episode. It's so good. So that's my thoughts of 91 Days this week. Wow, the break last week was definitely worth this episode. Oh yes, it was definitely worth this episode. If they needed that break last week to work on this episode, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with a series and company or whatever that needs to take a break to make something like this. This is hella good. So, you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.